All right, let's talk about pass optimal and GPP winning lineups for the Masters. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome in. I like to go over this segment because it gives us a really good idea as to what salary builds tend to work. Not only for the GPP winning lineup, which most of the data I have on SweetSpotDFS.com is looking at the Millionaire Maker on DraftKings. If you're not familiar with that contest, the top prize, then if you get first place in that contest, you get $1 million. So I've been keeping track of that contest for a very long time, keeping track of all the GPP winning lineups, but I don't just keep track of that lineup. I keep track of the optimal lineup, which is the perfect lineup, the absolute perfect lineup that keeps the salaries under $50,000. Obviously, if you use a different, I shouldn't say obviously, but if you use a different fantasy platform, the salary cap might be different. But on DraftKings, if I pull this up, you're going to see there's a $50,000 salary cap. So you can't spend more than $50,000, meaning you have a lot of choices you need to make when building lineups. Do you want to go really balanced with an 8K range, like all 8K golfers? Or do you want to do stars and scrubs, which a lot of times take 2 really high-priced guys and pair them up with 4 really low-priced guys, or maybe 3 high-priced guys with 3 low-priced guys? Or do you want to do more of a traditional lineup build like a 10-9-8-7-7-6? For me, I like analyzing these things because, you know, DraftKings aren't dummies. These fantasy platforms, they're not stupid. They are pricing out the golfers based off of how quality they are in an event, in a field. So your top priced guy is always going to be the best golfer in the field. So why aren't we doing more analysis on these salaries? DraftKings has been having these salaries out since at least 2018 for most events. I think for the Masters, it goes all the way back to 2015. Let me double check on that. Yeah, I got salaries in 2015. So it goes all the way back to 2015. For me, it's just helping everyone out, including myself, to build the best or the most proper lineups. And if we can analyze these stats, I mean, like normalization is one of those key words when it comes to data analysis. Why aren't we normalizing salary builds? You know, what makes up the best lineups every single week? Well, I do that every single week at SweetSpotDFS on this YouTube channel. And that's what I'll continue to do. That's what I'm going to do in this video just for you guys. Now, I have 2 tools on SweetSpotDFS.com. One is called Historic Salary Builds, which if you find the fantasy tools, it'll go down under Past Salary Builds. And the other one is called Pass Optimal and GPP Winners. Pretty simple. And here you can analyze each lineup that consists of either the optimal lineup, the GPP winning lineup, or the SweetSpot Optimal. And if you're unsure what the SweetSpot Optimal is, it's usually a lineup that spends at least $49,600 of the salary, and it's just the best lineup that fits that criteria. I would say this, most of the time it beats the GPP winning lineup, unless the GPP winning lineup is the optimal lineup. That's the only time it doesn't beat it. But basically what I try to do every single year or for every single event is I record the optimal lineup, and then what was the next best lineup that used up $49,600 of the salary. That's kind of how I like to do it, to give you guys a little bit more variety when looking at salaries for salary builds. So again, you have these 2 tools. I like to start with past salary builds just to see what is the most common salary build. And the beauty of this tool is this little segment right above my head, the little summary, gives you the salary build, how frequent that salary build has happened in the past, and gives you a percentage. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. But what I preach every single week is to start out your lineups with a 10K golfer and above. So that's anything north of $10,000, a 9K, an 8K, 2 7Ks, and a 6K. And it's no different for the Masters. In fact, this is the most common salary build among all 3 of the lineups I record. Again, those are GPP winning lineups, optimal lineups, and SweetSpot Optimal. Of all 3 of those lineup builds, that 10-9-8-7-7-6 is the most common build. So what I want you guys to understand or to take from this is maybe that's where we start our lineups with. Start them with a 10K golfer. And then this little segment right here, or the little summary boxes here, where you see 10K lineups, 9K lineups, 8K lineups, that just shows you the frequency. It looks at every single year, and it determines how frequent have we seen a 10K golfer, a 9K golfer, an 8K, 7K, 6K. Oh, 6 high K is just anything that's north of $6,500, and anything lower than 64 and lower is this 6 LK or 6 low K. And it just gives you the frequency. It's meant to just show you or tell you how frequent does this happen every single year. It's not how many 10K golfers out of all 10K golfers were in the optimal GPP or SS optimal. It's just how frequently does it happen every year. And you can drill down into these lineups, by the way, to see even how much more frequent you can see this. So you have the GPP winning lineup, the optimal lineup, by the way. Every single year I've had an optimal lineup that I've recorded one. 90% of those lineups start with a 10K golfer. The most perfect lineup starts with a 10K golfer. And you can also see only 70% of those lineups had a 9K golfer in it. Then for SweetSpot Optimal, 100% of the lineups have had a 10K golfer. Again, the SweetSpot Optimal, the rules there, spend $49,600 or try to. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but most of the time, $49,600 is spent and it beats a GPP winning lineup. Now, just to show you how that looks like, if we go to 2024, you take a look at the GPP winning lineup, it scored 507.5. The SweetSpot Optimal scored 514, and it used up $49,800 of the salary. You can see that on the screen, and you can also, again, go to SweetSpotDFS.com, create yourself an account. Unfortunately, these two tools are behind a paywall, but you can sign up for $4.99 a week, and you get the whole Masters tools, and then you'll also get next week's tools as well. Well, I shouldn't say that. Perhaps wait until Monday or Tuesday, and then you can start digging into the next week's data. And I guess it doesn't really matter. This is all historic data. So it's meant for you to research what past optimal and GPP winning lineups look like, not future ones, because I'm not Nostradamus, so I can't do that. Not saying that, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So that's what I mean by SweetSpot Optimal and GPP winning lineup. So what you see for the SweetSpot Optimal, yeah, 100% of those lineups had 10K golfers in it. And the most common salary build is 10.98.776. Now, I created the SweetSpot Optimal to give you guys more of comfort in these types of builds. Give you guys some peace of mind when it comes to building lineups. What gives you the most confidence? Because again, you could be dead on arrival if you choose to start out with the wrong golfers or have an odd salary build that just doesn't make sense, especially if it doesn't show up. It doesn't even give you an opportunity to take down a GPP. Because again, here at SweetSpotDFS. I keep saying SweetSpotDFS.com, but here at SweetSpotDFS, it's all about trying to hit the optimal lineup. We're trying to be perfect. We want to take down a GPP. And if not, we aim small, we miss small, we hit the GPP winner instead. So that's the whole goal, and that's what you get with these tools. So like I said, 100% of SweetSpot Optimals have a 10K golfer in them. 90% of optimal lineups have a 10K golfer in them. And nearly, 88% of GPP winners. Now, I haven't recorded every GPP winner for every year they've had salaries, so that's why the numbers might be a little bit different. But we have 8 golfers. I think that must mean we have 9 GPP lineups. And yeah, you can see that right here, right above my head. 9. So let's take a look for 10K golfers. I did go over a first look video. I don't know if you saw that already, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 golfers that are 10K and above. Now, here's the beautiful thing about SweetSpotDFS.com. Go to the past optimal and GPP winning lineup, click under more filters. Oh, I'm sorry, not here. Let's go to the historic salary builds and go into more filters. So let's say we wanted to start our lineups with Scottie Scheffler at $12,400. Well, let's take a look at the most common lineup builds when we start with 12,400 and above. So use the max salary filter here, and I'm just going to go $12,000. And yeah, we'll keep it. We're going to expand this a little bit, but I'll keep it right here. So if you're going to start out with Scottie Scheffler, in 2024, I think that was a Scottie Scheffler lineup. Obviously, it must have been. He was $12,100. In 2016, the most expensive golfer was $12,300. But there was a 5K range, and that was the lowest priced golfer in that lineup. But when we look at the salary builds, well, one, again, we can go to 2024 and take a look at, well, let's take a look. What lineup was that? That was the GPP winning lineup. Okay, let's go to the GPP winning lineup. Had Scottie Scheffler in it. Then it dropped down to an $8,400 Morikawa, $8,200 Bryson. So it went 10, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6. And I'll be real with you guys. I've seen this multiple times. I have the Masters loaded up here, but we can look at multiple events. And I'm going to go into more filters. I kind of want to get rid of any Tour Championship tournaments. So let's go 12,000 to 13,600. I think we've never seen a salary for the Masters greater than 13,600, but I'm going to keep it right there. So now we can kind of get a little idea of what other salary builds look like. And we can take a look at the tournaments where those, actually, let's get rid of the GPP winning lineup. So we can take a look at what these lineups were, and we can dig down further into them. So for the 2025 Houston Open, Scottie Scheffler was 12,700 and was in the SweetSpot Optimal as well as the Optimal lineup. So that actually isn't a bad comparison, and that went 10, 9, 7, 7, 6, 6. But if we wanted to even drill down, okay, here's another thing you can do on SweetSpotDFS.com. Let's select all of the tournaments, but let's remove the Tour Championship, because the Tour Championship just has weird salaries. It doesn't quite work out well. And we can continue to filter out the tournaments we don't want to look at. So let's take a look. So we have the Open Championship, Travelers, US Open, Memorial. Okay, so this is exactly what we want to be looking at. I just want to get rid of the Tour Championship. And actually, I want to get rid of the Tournament of Champions also. Let's get rid of those. And so now when we think about building a lineup that has a golfer $12,000 or above, I have 7 records, or 17% of all recorded lineups, going 10-9, 2 7s and 2 6s, 10-8, 3 7s and 1 6, 10-9-8, 7 6 6, 10-8-8, 7 6 6. So you're going to have to get pretty comfortable in the 6K range if you are going to play Scottie Scheffler. I think that's kind of a no-brainer anyways, but kind of what this is showing you, be comfortable playing not just one 6K golfer, but 2 6K golfers if you so choose to build your lineups with Scottie Scheffler. Now, we can do this with every golfer in that 10K range. If you wanted to go with Rory McIlroy, what I would suggest you do is go to the salary builds here, put more filters in there, and let's put 12,000 as our max salary, and let's put, $11,000 as our minimum salary. And this is going to get our range that Rory lives within. And now we can see 10-9-8, 7-7-6 reigns supreme. There's 36 records of that. And then it goes down into that same one we saw with Scottie Scheffler with 10-8-8, 7-7-6, and then a 10-9-8, 7-6-6. Those are your 3 most common builds. And I guess we can include this one too, because there's 23 records of it. 10-9, 7-7-7-6. And I guess, again, we can go even further into this. And if we wanted to just be very specific with the Masters and just take a look at just the Masters, 10-9-8, 7-6-6 is the most common salary build if we were to start a lineup with Rory McIlroy. So again, this is just meant to provide some comfort or some ideas when it comes to lineup building for you guys. If you want to use these tools, SweetSpotDFS.com, go there. To use it, you're going to have to become a weekly member, a monthly, a yearly, or even a lifetime member. I am providing lifetime memberships at SweetSpotDFS.com. Go check out the homepage. You'll see all the information there. And then you can use this tool. You can use all of the tools that I have. They're all for the weekly, monthly, and yearly members. All right, let's put a bow on everything. Everything that we've learned. See, I think it's pretty obvious. We want a 10K golfer, whether that's Rory, whether that's Scottie, that's really up to you. Who do you want to play? And again, I know I've been harping on this the whole video, but if you truly want to do your own research, go to SweetSpotDFS.com. Check out all the other 10K golfers, because obviously I didn't go over Oberg, Morikawa, Rahm, DeChambeau, or DeChambeau's not a 10K golfer. But if you wanted to do your own research, the tools are there for you. I just wanted to give you the training wheels as to how to use the tools, and also just give you general information. I'm going to go ahead and clear the filters just to give you another zoomed out level as to the most common salary builds at the Masters for the GPP winning, the optimal, and the sweet spot optimal. 10.98.776 is the most common by far. It's more than double second place. It's almost triple of what second place, the second most common salary build, which is a 10.98.766, followed by a 10.88.766. And again, you can see it all on the screen right now. I'm very comfortable starting my lineups with a 10K golfer. Very comfortable. And if you needed further proof, there's only one optimal lineup that didn't start with the 10K golfer. Which one was this? The 2017 Masters. 48,300 is what was used for the overall salary. I don't ever suggest that to leave that much money on the table. But who was that? Such short-term, like terrible short-term memory. It's the optimal lineup for 2017. Okay. Optimal lineup 2017. The most expensive golfer was Justin Rose at $9,200, and that's when Sergio won at $8,300. So that's the only time a 10K golfer was not in the optimal lineup. So again, you guys can do your own research. Also, you can come into the live chat that I'll be doing Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, April 8th. It's when I'm also going to be doing a giveaway. I forgot to mention that. Actually, I shouldn't say I forgot to. I don't think I was going to until the end of the video. So we might as well do that right now. I'm doing a win the pot type of giveaway. It's going to start at $20. And for every new subscriber, I'm going to add $2 to that pot. So it's really up to you guys that are watching this video. You want this pot to grow more? Subscribe to the channel. And if you want an entry into the giveaway, comment on this video, comment on all of the videos that I post this week. I should have about 7 out there. There might be more. Maybe there's one less, but definitely more than 6. Let's put it that way. There'll be more than 6. Well, 6 or more. That's what I meant to say. You can get up to 6 entries. Again, I think you're going to have 7 entries. I think I'm going to have 7 videos out there for you. And if you comment on each one of those, you get 1 entry per video. So that's 7. If you share any of these videos on any of the social media platforms, you get an additional entry into the giveaway. So you can get yourself up to 14 entries just by commenting and sharing on whatever social media platform you have. I'm only active on x.com, formerly known as Twitter. But if you are on any other social platform, just take a screenshot of it, send it my way, and I'll get you an entry into the giveaway. There's no limit on the pot, by the way. So if I get 200 new subscribers, it'll be worth $400. Just so you guys know, there's no limit on this. So up to you guys how big you want this pot to be. It's all about trying to grow the channel. I will help you for helping me out. So appreciate all you guys that are subscribed and those that are planning to subscribe. Really appreciate you guys. Now that also goes into the other giveaway that I have, which is a SweetSpotDFS.com giveaway. So obviously you've been hearing me talk about it. I've been showcasing the tools in this video from that website. You get to sign up for free and get yourself an entry into the $1,000 giveaway that I'm doing. I'm giving away a lifetime membership that's worth $600. an annual membership, a yearly membership that's worth $200, and 2 $100 cash giveaways. So in case you didn't care for the membership, you can still win cash. And again, the only way to get an entry into this giveaway is to sign up on SweetSpotDFS.com. You don't have to put down a credit card. You don't have to pay for anything to enter this giveaway. It's free. And I will be doing the giveaway once we reach 1,000 subscribers. So what I was talking about with the win the pot, if we got 200 new subscribers, I will also do this giveaway. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. The giveaway is, or the starting number is 806. You see that all the way over there to the left of the goal. So every one new subscriber from 806 is going to be $2 into that win the pot giveaway. And obviously the closer we get to 1,000 subscribers, the closer we are to running this giveaway. Now that's all that I have for you in this video. I will be, again, posting videos every single day. And if you got questions, come into my live stream Tuesday, 7 p.m. I will go live. I'll run the giveaways there. And if you got any questions, go ahead and leave them in there. I'm very active with my chat. I answer all the questions. So hope to see you there. Thank you for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.